Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your friend Bats. My name is Jared. That's Carl. And this is the Amazing Spider-Man number 10 Legacy 974. So we're almost to another anniversary because anniversaries are every 25 issues in comics, evidently. But this is a cover that seems to upset a lot of people online because it's kind of like the front page of the Daily Bugle. When I saw it, I was like, oh, that's cool. And I actually read the whole thing, and it says to be continued on page 3, which I was really hoping that it was going to be continued on page 3. So if we're like, that's not one, right? 1, 2, 3. I was like, oh, it's too bad. But this issue starts off with Peter doing a flashback inner monologue, where then it jumps into the action. And like in the last issue, Spider-Man he's back, and he's now more violent than he has been in the past, and people are taking notice. And J. Jonah Jameson is doing his radio show talking about Spider-Man is flipped out and falling off the handle and he's out of control kind of thing. And so it's not just Spider-Man, but it's also Peter. And Tombstone is like, get in my car, and he's like, nah. And he's like, you know what happens if it does? And he knocks out his guy. And he basically goes and tells him just go screw himself. And then leaves. And so Peter goes to work. We get more work drama. And then after work, he's walking and he gets attacked by some Shocker guys that are Shocker. And Black Cat comes and saves his butt. And then what's interesting is I was like, oh, he really changed real quick. I mean, that's fine. That's comics, right? Like, basically Peter's down here and he's like, oh no. And he switches over, and so just really quick, this I don't know what happened, but in this issue, Michael Dowling just killed it. He has some panels that are essentially like, okay, yeah, whatever, But then, I guess the Peter scenes are kind of just whatever. But then once you get into the Spider-Man action, it just gets really, he ramps it up really well. And I really dug him in this issue. I really liked his poses, and this shot is fantastic. I'm not sure if this is a photo that he did anything like that, but it's just a great shot of Spider-Man. And yeah, this pose is really cool. Really dig that. And I really dig this violent Spider-Man costume where he's got metal soles on his boots and his web shooters are on the outside, and for some reason he has some on his ankles. So I'm guessing when he kicks people it hurts more. But then we see Peter and Spider-Man, and he goes, "You're not Spider-Man." He's like, "I'm aware, just as I'm aware you're not Peter Parker." And it's going to be continued in the double-sized issue of 975, /11. And just a really interesting issue. The cliffhanger was really cool. And I know a lot of people online specifically, I feel I haven't been to the shop and talked to people about Spider-Man in a long time, but I feel a lot of people just complain about anything and everything, especially when it comes to Spider-Man. And they're like, do you know that they're going to split Spider-Man in half, and he's going to be in space and the other half's going to be in New York? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess that sounds kind of fun. Spider-Man comes out twice a month, so it's kind of cool that oh, he has a space adventure, and then this is where he has his street adventure. And they have 2 artists, well, 3 if you count Michael Dowling, but I'm guessing this is because Ramita is doing the stuff with Mark Millar, and that's why they have this fill in. But if like, you know, next issue is Pepe Larraz and John Romita Jr. And I know that because I read the editor's page and all that stuff. And I think it's cover, Pepe Larraz cover, and you get like 2 different Spider-Mans in here. He looks like a cool, like 2099 meets Electro. I don't know, kind of cool. But yeah, I just really like this comic, and I feel like a lot of people just want to complain about it, and that's fine, I guess. You have that right. But I just think this Amazing Spider-Man run has just been a lot of fun, and I've just been really enjoying it. And I'm gonna just keep Spider-Man on a subscription. I like it coming to my house, and it's really exciting when I'm like, I go to check the mail, and I'm like, even if it's like a bill, I'm like, yeah, junk, ooh, Spider-Man. You know, that's really nice. So I'm really enjoying this book, and I do like this cover. I think it's fun. It's different, and it's fine to do things that are different. This is more interesting to me, this cover, than just a generic Spider-Man pose, because they don't really like, I mean, John Romita does, and like this series specifically has done, like, I guess like the Pepe Larraz covers have just been like Spider-Man swinging on stuff, but John Romita Jr. has those like situational covers, and this one's still, you know, it's also a situational cover, but it's kind of fun. Like, you know, like the Daily Bugle was a part of the big Spider-Man. It's like in the lore, and so it's like fun to be like, oh, they're talking about Spider-Man in the Daily Bugle. I don't know. There'll be a new cover to complain about in 2 weeks. So really like this series, and I'm gonna keep enjoying it. So thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.